Well, sorry for that. Welcome back to the channel. My name is NutRaisin. Let's study some PLO for a change. And I was thinking about what to do since, these days I normally play not cash games, I normally play MTTs instead of cash games. And so I was hemming and hawing, thinking what are we going to do for the vision study stream tonight. Since it doesn't have a no rake mode yet, so a mode that would be more suitable for MTT study, which might be coming, by the way. And so I figured, so I took a look at visions, which I haven't looked at in a while, and they have a nifty new feature called a streak feature, where you basically you unlock challenges. The more right answers you get, there's a leaderboard for how many answers you get, and you unlock further spots. Right? I just took a try here, earned 82% right out of 53. Batch, welcome to the channel. I leave it up to you guys. I would be interested in studying 50 BB. I think these are the two choices we have, right? 50 and 100, right? We could do 50. I was actually going to ask you guys that. I would be interested in doing 50 as well. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys, since this might not be valuable to everyone, since most of you are probably playing more cash games than tournaments. And in cash games, you rarely, if ever, get to 50 BB, right? Finish for... It's like 103. Ooh, for early position, raise first in. Let's see, for 50 BB? If it's for 50, then let's see. Early position, so raise first in, that would be UTG, right? If you're saying early position. 100 BB. Let's do. Wow, somebody had 147 in a row. Holy shit. Maybe you're in Andreas Fröhli in second here. Well done. By the way, 88 in a row. Holy crap. 22 in a row. All right. In fairness, I thought I was on the button instead of under the gun. I don't know, even though it clearly says under the gun here. But still, I would have gotten plenty wrong, so I'm not claiming my streak would have been much higher than this. By the way, do we want some music with this? So yeah, that's what the leaderboard is telling me. 100 and... How many did you get? 103? 103 in a row, I guess, right? Oh, wait. There it went. What's this for? Oh, so you can check the last 7 days as well, I guess. All right. Well, let's start off with some 100 BB UTG first, and then we'll see once more people join what they want to do. If they would prefer 50 BB, which would be more beneficial for the MTT players among us, I guess. Even though this is still taking rake into account, it's taking Zoom 500 rake, so the ranges are as wide as they can be for cash game ranges, I reckon. All right, so if we hang on, we want to have the bot here. Not like this. So 10855 for the first spot, UTG 400 BB. I think we do like 20 of UTG since I already had some, and then we'll move on to MP. Fold, right? Has to be. Oh, right, I should probably put a answer as well. Okay, stop this manually for now. Fold it is. So there's a timer. So here it shows you the current streak. And there's a timer running as well, which obviously the timer we can't do since we won't be quick enough for that. Oh, wait, I need to reward. Right, so don't forget. There's gonna be a whole lot of bot spam in the chat, but I guess it comes with the territory. Is King 9-3 definitely not a race? Hang on, I need to turn off that nightbot command. Okay. Reverse. How can I turn it off? Guess I can just rename it for now. Okay, there you go. Right, folded this. Wait, let's confirm this, but I'm sure fold is going to be the correct answer. Ace King 3 never gets raised here if we have a suit. Well, obviously if a suit we raise, but even double suit. Oh, we're talking about Ace King 9-3. So yeah, I can see that not raising that. See, some combinations to solve it does raise. Seeing enough, I mean, I guess you block kings, block aces. Bonnies! Welcome to the channel, sir. Once more people are here, I'll ask again if you guys would prefer to do 50 BB or 100 BB spots. And I kind of like this feature. It's like a really quick way of quizzing yourself and seeing how strong your fundamentals are, really. I dig it. Obviously, now with the votes, it's going to take a little longer, but if you do it by yourself, you can like go through hundreds of spots in like half an hour, I think. Easily. All right. 8 over 100 BB. Nice batch. That's respectable. That is very respectable, sir. And that's for UTG? Congrats. All right. Easy peasy. We got some easy ones thrown in here as well. Race is obviously the correct answer. Start the bot every time. You guys let me know if you like want me to do the bot, or if you just want to put your answers in like that, because that would speed up the process. But it's entirely up to you guys. I mean that if you do use the bot, it has the advantage that you'll get a score afterwards, see how well you did, instead of having to figure out on your own. Don't worry about the bot. Batch says, yeah, I'm thinking along the same lines, especially in hands like aces. That's true. Any other opinions about using the bot here? What do you say, Barneys? It certainly will clutter up the chat and slow things down. Okay, go to the next one for now. If we should be using this whole bot thing where we the NutRaisin bot, which counts the votes for folding, for raising, because it does slow things down. We could do it without the bot, and you just put an F or an R in the chat, and then after a few seconds you'll see how well you've been doing. You fold for sure. Yeah, okay, if this one is double suited. Are there any double suited ones that don't get raised? Yeah, the one where the ace king of the same suit. That makes a lot of sense. Don't think any of us would raise those at runtime either. Yeah, that's just the ones that are. Wait, the correct answer was raise? What? No, that's wrong. Whatever. We'll just ignore that one. Is answer in 5? That's a better question, actually. Sure, there are hands that play wrong. Really? Of the ace king 6-3 variety when double suited? You know what? Now, obviously, these days I'm thinking in terms of tournaments. I think maybe I'd raise the ace king in some stages of tournaments if it's suited to the ace and the king, and the low cards are of the other suit. 7-5, probably good enough for a raise, right? I tend to agree. Interesting one, if that one calls a re-raise. can we figure this out if it calls a re-raise? So raise is correct. Raise is correct. We can probably figure this out, but you guys have to help me. We can 3-bet MP versus A. What do you mean we can 3-bet? I mean, this hand, if we're an MP and EP raises, we can 3-bet this? That'd be interesting. But I might... Where we can 3-bet. Really? Now that is interesting. But first it hits hard and then never see it coming. Well, yeah, that's true. How can we set this up to see if in the UTG we can call a 3-bet with this? Like, assume this exact spot, and we get 3-bet. What do we do? What does the aces? That's true. The aces suited. We have some connectivity. We have decent port coverage on some boards, or in enough boards, I guess. So let's see. Custom. I know, but we'll let it be for now. Leave it be for now. I'll definitely need to do more vision practice by myself. I just keep going with the streak here. All right. I will take a screenshot of this though. I'm kind of curious about the 3-betting. Funky spot. Or it's a funky hand. All right, still UTG. Triple suited. I'd say the connectivity isn't there. Check on PLO. No, I don't want to do that. The fine folks over to Run It Once have been so very kind and gave me access to visions for free. So I don't want to play. Don't want to bring a competing product into this. I think we need like the Jack 10 combo here, triple suited. Pavu, hey, welcome. Welcome back. All right, fold, but let's see. Ace Jack, let's go with like 10-9. Can we do this here? Yeah, Ace Jack 10-9 is 100% a raise. Any exceptions? No, even triple suited. Yeah, so the Ace Jack 10-9 is fine. I don't think a gap under the gun will do it. Actually, it will. Okay, so just the Jack 10 combo and then like another card connecting to it. So I'm pretty certain if we turn this into a queen, that's gonna do it. But with the 7, just no. That's too gappy, I think. Just Jack 10-9, just... Yeah, exactly. So there are actually some Jack 10-7 combos, triple suited that get raised more than not. Although it says 18% raise here. 50. Hang on. Oh, right. We're talking Jack 10, of course. And this is not a Jack 10, and it's a Ace Jack 9. Okay, all as well. And just for my own curiosity, Ace Jack 9-8 is probably still a fold here, triple suited. I think we need the 10 in there, right? No, actually we don't. Triple suited is fine. It's just the 2 gaps are not enough. Interesting. Ace 9-7-5 is a fold MP versus CP. I think so too. I'm kind of shocked by that one, Pavu, which is why I took a screenshot. I don't really believe it that it's a 3-bet. Right, the bot. Why did the bot spam that now? Who knows? Okay, a few more MP and then we'll move over to UTG, then we'll move over to MP. Ace, okay, that's pretty easy. I think we'll skip this one because there's really nothing to think about here. I mean, there's nothing to think about here either. Nothing here either. Okay, run this one. I think the really easy ones, like double suited aces or whatever, or any aces really, we can just skip. There's really no point. Yeah, right, I think that's a fold. Be interested to see if double suited that's a raise. And I'm always, it's like bad double suited jacks is something I'm always uncertain about. I mean, they're not totally disconnected. The Jack-9 combo has some value. Yeah, totally agree. Fold it is, and double suited still a fold. Just no combination of suits here makes this a raise. Yeah, I would have clicked fold. Just never, never hurts to check up on it. There is jacks, like it's nuts. Second hold'em, there are 3 ways to play jacks. All the 3 of them are wrong. Certainly have an opinion on this one as well. Double suited could be. I think double suited is. I don't know if double suited this. If this makes the cut double suited under the gun. Let's see in a moment. Pilot Ray from Pokerful coming with the pot pound. In high, oh, that's true. In high low, that would be a nice hand. Given my very, very limited understanding of high low. So fold is correct. And double suited is a raise. And it's, I would assume all the combinations where high cards are after 2 different suits, right? Yep. I think it's, in that case, it's a raise call as well. Does it tell us that here? It's a raise call. Don't think it does. Pilot Ray, hey, my pleasure. Thanks to Run Advanced Training for providing me with access to Run Advanced Vision. It's been ages since we had a study stream, hasn't it? Like months and months. Is King Queen 9 is a slightly interesting one, I think. You block kings, queens, aces. You have a suit, albeit not a nut suit. Guess versus an undergun raise, it's slightly less likely to get to go multi-way. I think I might be close. I'm gonna go with the fold. Personally. It's basically the first one where we're not all of the same opinion, apparently. And let's see, I'm gonna go with the majority vote, which is raise, which is correct. Even triple suited? Okay. I think it's probably a nice addition to the raise folding range under the gun. So I don't think we're supposed to call versus a raise here. Pot is the correct answer, as it so often is in PLO. Let's do like 5 more to move over to MP. Where ranges get a little wider. Erase fold for sure, right? Should be a straightforward one. But hey, people see double suits. And they like quite often. God, just saying that brings up so many spots where I got busted by hands like this in a tournament where people raised this under the gun. And I was like, wait, what? What's happening? Oh, Book Fulgona gets a grain with the raise here. Let's see. Oh, wait, I rewarded it before we actually have confirmation. But fold is the correct answer. I mean, we're gonna skip this one. Skip this one as well. Get a slightly more interesting one. Yeah, PPC can go. That's I got two flush exactly. Famous last words. It was suited, or in PLO terms, it was double suited. Old fuck the kings. These. They probably are a fold under the gun here. You hate kings? Oh god, I love kings. I have nothing against kings whatsoever. Ah, you nits, and you had me convinced too. What a pity. Wait, and I raised? Okay, let's pretend I wanted to raise all along. Well, moving on. All right, pretty straightforward here. If you would have selected fold here, then you definitely need more study time. Raise the king high suit. Well, it still was a raise without the king high suit, as it turns out. So now everybody starts folding, huh? Because we don't have a 10-9. Instead, we have a 10-3. I think. Wait, what? Why did the bot claim that there was that the vote was over? It's not. At least I don't think it is. And PLO trainer was fold. Right. I think they use slightly different simulations, like slightly different assumptions. Okay. I don't know why the bot's best out there, but the correct answer was fold thingy. Let's see. The folds have it, so we're gonna click fold here, which is correct. So I'm gonna start the vote. Never know. Maybe it's interesting. Actually, it might be interesting. And I think we, what do you guys think? Do we want to go through the rest of them like relatively quickly and then see what we can find in the preflop phasing arrays category? Let me know. Okay, this has to be fold as well. No sweat there. Okay, that's an interesting one. You know, it's a fold, but I would never fold that hand. I would, truth be told. So you fold the kings, but you raise that one, huh? Fly through them, Batch says. Any opposing opinions? You know what? I'm actually not 100% certain about this. I would not be shocked if this turns out to be a fold. Actually, I'm going to change my answer too. In cash games. In the tournament, I believe I still folded a 10 sometimes out of the gun. Which potentially says way more about me than about the GTO line here. Turns that fold, yeah. I think I have quite often. So I'm the only one folding here. So I'm going to go with the majority, which is raise, which is correct. The non-RFI spot's more interesting. Yeah, I guess for me the later positions are a little bit more interesting, personally. So let's do one more here, and then we'll do like 10 in MP, something like that. Okay, so that's an easy one. Maybe find one that's a little harder. Okay. This could be close. Oh no, I think I was thinking of something that's not suited to the ace. I think this is just a raise, right? Right? Oh, okay, you guys have me downing. The folds have it right now. Actually, no, we're tied. I mean, when someone, in 3 with this MP versus MP, wait. Which one? Oh, the King 10, King 10 7 6? Not so certain about that. Okay, the races have it, and that is correct. Let's move on to MP. So moving over one spot. Okay, that's a pretty easy one. The 3 at 95 MP versus is it, Batch? That's awesome to know. Cheers for that. That's actually an interesting hand. It's the type of hand where I'm always never certain. This one. Because of the 10-5 gap. See what if we get 3-bet at all. By the way, we can set it up in a different tab, but honestly I forgot how. But not within like the function of the streak thingy here. Well, actually, yes, we can once we get to the once we unlock the 3-bet facing 3-bet preflop spot down here. Once we unlock that, and then we can just click on that and then enter the hand up there. Maybe that would be okay. That's actually a cool way for the future to check out hands easily without having to set up the spot here in the practice mode. So everybody but one raises. Be interested for this one and under the gun. King Jack 10-5. Let's check that out in a moment, just for my own curiosity. So the raises have it here, which is fair. Let's just go back for just a jiffy here. King Jack 10-5. King Jack. Yeah, I think we have to do one. I just clicked something here so I can enter something here. King Jack 10-5. And double suited, that is still 100% a raise. Okay, noted. I guess the Jack 10 combo with the third Broadway is strong enough to kind of forget about the fact that the 10 and the 5 doesn't really do anything together. Oh, yeah, no batch. We moved on to MP. All good. Playing the in games, low stakes, lots of cold calling. Sheer surprise. I totally agree, actually. Yeah. I totally agree. So we're back in MP. Take that into account. King 10 and 8 double suited. Also not 100% certain. A single suited, that's a fold for sure. Double suited. I think at runtime I'd pretty much always raise it and have a little bit of doubt in my head. Okay, unanimously the raises have it. Wait, oh, I avoided before I saw the answer, but it is correct. And actually gets raised single suited as well. For the most part. 50-50 here, pretty much exactly. And are there any combinations that are suited to the king that don't get raised? Yeah, okay. Interesting. So the solver actually raises this one single suited in pretty much 50% of the time as well. Okay. Okay, so never mind. That's an easy one. With Barney's, I think it's just a way of the solver to randomize this. Like it picks some combination of suits for, in spots where it's like it's doing a mixed strategy to raise, and it picks some combinations where it folds. That'd actually be better. Did the suit 8, 4, 7. I don't know, probably. I could have just skipped this one, but I started a vote already, so I didn't. That one's obviously pretty easy. More interesting. Under the gun, this has to be a fold for sure, from what I vaguely remember. And I think MP this is still a fold. Probably cutoff. I'd say it's pretty close, but probably a fold. Badge, having it right. Opening up a bit. Let's go to UTG, back to UTG for a moment. Okay, it's gonna be a raise. What was it? 9655, right? 9655. Let's see if I was at least right with that. Okay, so saving some face here. UTG is a fold. EV0, yeah. Fair enough. That is just a fold. That's also just a fold. Even 6 deuce. I'm gonna start the vote. Never know. And then let's do like 2 more, and then we go over to cutoff. And then we have ones where we are facing a raise. That's gonna be a little bit more interesting once we fly through all of these. Yeah, let's do it like that. Shia, I think you're hitting it on a nail there. That the solver would prefer for our opponents to be able to have more high flushes they can call us down with, that we still dominate. That's the correct answer. All right, moving over to the... Oh, no, we can't. We have to... So in order to unlock the next ones, I think I'll just fly through a couple of them, and then we'll go into the cutoff. Let me know if you guys prefer it. We do it step by step by hand, but otherwise I'll just click some buttons myself here for a moment so we can unlock the next one. Or it's going to be a fold. 8865. Single suited. I think it's a fold. It's not. No, it's a raise. Interesting. That has to be a raise. Single suited. Rainbow, still a raise. Definitely a fold. Definitely a fold. I think you need to get 20 in a row to... Oh, really? Well, that could be a tall order. No, now we unlocked it. Okay. But we have a streak going, baby. All right. You know what? This one I'm going to put up for a vote, and then we're going to move over to cutoff. This one might be interesting. King Jack 6-4. Actually is. I personally, well, I'm gonna give you a moment to think about it, but personally I think this is a fold, and with the king queen 6-4, we can raise it. We'll check up on that in a moment. Razam! Welcome back, sir. I think all the votes have been cast pretty much. Oh, all is way ahead of me here. Fold is the correct answer. Just change the jack for a. Wait, let me reward fold. Okay. Change the jack for a king, a queen. And I would assume it's all the combos where the high cards are of different suits that get raised, right? Any high card different suit combos that don't get raised? Nope. Any of. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. OMFG, welcome back, sir. We're trying out the streak feature on Visions, which is basically a quickfire quiz with the leaderboard and everything. It's actually pretty neat if you don't do it in this format where, you know, the bot and everything in the voting slows it down. You can go through hundreds of fans in half an hour, I reckon. All right, the cutoff it is. So moving over one spot once more. 7665. If EV plus raise must be close. I think it might, yeah. What rake structure is what you're using right now, Papu, assuming? Is that for Zoom 500 as well? We cannot call, well, we could, but, you know, realistically, the solver doesn't open limp raise, but I hate it. In a tournament, I kind of dig it. In the cash game, no, in the cash game, I wouldn't hate it anymore. Here in the cutoff, I think. This is Zoom 500 as well, okay. The raises have it. Either Aldo Pilot Ray try to get in for a fold there in the end. That's the correct answer. Do you guys know if you've used this before? Does the timer affect anything? Here I have an opinion as well. What is the limit? What do you mean, what is the limit? You mean the reg structure assumption? Like what stakes? Then it would be Zoom 500 here as well. The time is for your streak. Timer ends the streaks. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, fold. Check this out for the button. I think pretty much all the 10s get raised, and raise called at that on the button. This might be one of the very few that don't. I don't remember. It might just be all the 10s that get raised, even like 10-10-3 deuce, which is, I think, even better than 10-10-5 deuce. But we'll put a pin in that, check that out once we unlock button. So the folds have it, which is going to be correct, I would assume. Yep. Double suited, yeah, doesn't change anything. Reward defaults. Okay, that's just a fold. It's just a raise. That I'll leave up to you guys. Remember, we're in the cutoff, so one of the button. But I think that is correct. Not suited to the ace. Like suited to the ace? I'll check that out in a moment. We'll see. Then I think triple suited to the ace. Actually, I don't know. I would think it's a raise, but maybe it's not. What's the correct answer here? And let's see. Triple suited to the ace is still a fold. Hang on. Okay, all good. Jack 10 8-5 was potentially interesting. Do you have the Jack 10 combo? Jack 10 8 combo even. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna go with fold as well. Yeah, and just visualizing the hand on a table, I think I'd fold this at runtime as well. I don't know how that works for you. That's usually what I like in tougher spots or spots where I'm not certain about it. That's what I need to do. I need to like imagine a party poker or a stars or a run at one's table and visualize the hand and see what would I do now? The folds have it. Fold is the correct answer. Double suited, well, that's a no-brainer. It's not quite a fist pump, but it's certainly a no-brainer. Study more for PLO. You and me both. You and I both, Barneys. And we will. Or I will. By which I mean I'll have more. Wait. Just saw something about MTTs. Oh, that was, never mind. That was just like a thingy up here. Yeah, well, we'll actually do it on stream too. But it will be basically all MTT focus studies. Right. Did we do everything? Correct answer was fold. Okay, click the next button then. That's just a fold. Be shocked if it's anything else. Just a fold as well. Just a fold as well. Fold as well. Fold as well. Well, I mean, that's a no-brainer as well. I'll put this one up, I guess. Well, I think it's pretty straightforward too. Got the cat on the keyboard there, Sam. So it's tight. I'm gonna go with what I would do then, which is raise, which is just turning out to be correct. Just a fold. Jack 10 6 3, no suits at all. King, that's gotta be a raise. Also the raise, yeah. It's gonna have to be a fold, yeah. I'm gonna put this one up. Might actually be an interesting one to check out variations of in a moment after we're done with this exact one. Like how low does it go? So we unlocked button. I think after this one we'll move over to button. Knit life. You know, being a knit in PLO is not a bad thing. Being very knitty. Treated me very well when I started streaming and playing 100BB poker, 100BB PLO. So this has to be a raise, I think, as well, which is fine. Let's reward that. But let's check out some variations here, like 8 deuce. Is still gonna be a raise, right? Right, no, shit, no, fuck, I knew that too. Like I think the 8-4 is like the bottom of it here. Exactly. But let's check it out for like the 7-4. That one I wouldn't know. And then 7-3, because it can make a straight as well, theoretically. That would be a no-go. Then the 6-4 is going to be an open still. 5-4 is going to be an open. Like 5-3? 5 deuce? Okay, so the deuce is where it starts to be a call for to the solver. Interesting. But I did remember that like if you have an 2 broadways, like ace queen, ace king with an 8, then the solver doesn't go below 8-4. And I think that's even true for the button, but we'll check that out in a moment. Barney's saying, if I go over 100 big blinds in a PLO tourney, I'm a pretty nitty player just to keep the game similar and avoid tough spots for us. Like crazy whack, Christian hands. Yeah. All suited aces raise. That's not entirely true, as we've just seen. And we'll check this out for the button, like a similar hand, like an ace king, ace queen, 8-4. And let's do this for this one as well. Let's go with the ace king. 8-4 is obviously going to be a raise, but let's see the ace 3. That is, it's a little bit mixed, but it's mostly still a fold. So just keep that 8-4 combo in mind with an ace and another Broadway card. That's how I remembered it personally. Oh, with 8 queen, 8-4 specifically, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's move on over to the button then. And button is always kind of interesting because you know that you're supposed to go really wide. And the question is, how wide are you supposed to go then? Oh, sorry. I mean, this one will make the cut, I'm pretty sure. But we can check out the like how low it goes. Like 8-5 is probably still fine. 8-4, I'm starting to have doubts. Maybe the Jack 9-8 combo is going to be strong enough there. Oh god, it would be the rare. This is wider than you'd feel comfortable playing? I think that you're playing the button too tight. I mean, you know, maybe possibly I'm speaking too soon. Let's see what the solver answers here. But this is not even close, I think. Let's reward this first. Let's see, where does the solver start to fold? Okay. So it folds more combinations than not. And it does fold single suited combinations that are suited to the Jack as well. Quite a few of them. So I take it back. Sheer surprise. You're onto something here. And it's absolutely useless to try to make sense of like what internal rules the solver uses here to figure out like what combinations that are suited to the Jack. Wait, am I misreading this? Hang on, I think so give me a moment. Hang on, please. These are all single suited combos, right? Right. So this is still suited to Jack, suited to the Jack, suited to the Jack, suited to the Jack, suited to the Jack, suited. So basically the Jack into 6 combos, the solver chooses to fold. Is that true for all of them? Just kind of satisfying my own curiosity here for a moment. I have all suited versions raising. Yeah, I'm kind of freaked by this, to be honest. Trash and button raising, that's just not enough to play profitably. Yeah. Especially if you consider, you know, us playing in the micros, being in a very high rake environment. So curiously enough, there are combinations of the Jack 6 suit that the solver does fold. Like perfectly single suited too, not talking about triple suited. Interesting, okay. Even triple. Yeah, I get raised as triple suited sometimes as well. Personally, which is in solver land entirely wrong. Like triple suited, everything gets folded here, as you can see. Interesting. Did we reward this thing? Yeah, we did. I'm gonna put it up for the vote. But I think it's a case of famous last words. I tell you what though, I'm gonna definitely be playing around with this streak feature off screen as well. Just trying to, you know, quick fire the answers and see what my average percentages are. Yeah, gotta be shocked if there's anything but a fold. But you know, I figured maybe somebody gets tripped up over the fact that it's double suited. Or maybe we all turn out to be wrong and turn out to be uber nits. Would not be the first time. We're pretty close. Off in the wrong direction. Nope, fold is correct here. Okay. Sort of interesting. It's still an okay-ish rundown. It's nice that there's no gap on the top. There's two gaps in there, so I think there shouldn't be any surprises, but hey, you never know. Oh. More mixed than I would have figured. Interesting. Wow, the majority folds this? I would not have expected that. Let's see. I'm starting to think that you guys are right, seeing how the, you know, the majority vote has it. And you are. Honestly, I would have raised this hand pretty much 100% of the time. Good on you guys. That is right, yeah. Hey, Timmy, welcome back. It could be TMI, but I'm going to go with Timmy if that's all right. Hashtag NetLife. That's where it's at, man. Well, I'm going to put it up to a vote. Never know. No worries. Well, you know, I'm not trying to make you name it to something that it's not. I'm just basically optimistically hoping it's Timmy. Or it's supposed to be pronounced Timmy, the beginning part. Names are important, even the ones on, even the internet online nicks. It's important to get them as right as possible. In my mind. Yeah. It's closer than you think. See, that's why I find this very interesting. So it is TMI then? It's not Timmy? Teach you my name pronunciation someday. But it's not important at the moment. That's like instant flashback to Naked Gun. It's not that's not important at the moment. Okay, the folds have it, but Shia saying TMI, Timmy as you like. Now then I'm gonna go with TMI. Cheers. TMY actually, not TMI. Well, in my defense, I got up like 1.5 hours ago. I'm gonna claim that as my defense. All right, the folds have it. Folds is the correct answer. That has to be fold. That we gotta put up to vote. It's actually not uninteresting. Oh, then it's Baines? If it's not Barney's? Yeah, probably, right? Barney's would need to have two E's. I might be too old, Baines, to go with Barney's from now on. Wait. Fuck all of that. You know what I mean? Or maybe not. Okay, yeah, Baines. I don't know if I can flip that switch in my brain, man. You've been on this channel for how long? I don't know if I can do it. Pit 7, welcome back, Barney's. Oh god, that's like finding out that coconut is pronounced coconut and not coconut. That was like after months of being, I was like, wait, Huh. I don't want to talk about it. Keep it ready. You bothers me, it does, by the way. Okay, I didn't do it intentionally at all. So what did the majority have here? Raise, right? I don't even know if I voted. Wait, I revoted it before. Oh no, yeah, we had raise. That's gonna be a fold. Banes, oh god. I'll try, man. I'll try. That's just gonna be a raise. I think it's gonna be interesting. Here, I'm gonna put it up for the vote. Banes. Think Banes. Okay. Maybe I can do the switch there, Banes. God. I like everybody, all the names are mispronounced so far. Nobody ever bet an eyelid. Nobody ever said anything. I called cooking it for like months, and he was like, yeah, sure. All right. Oh. Added to the plethora of moments I feel embarrassed about. Although it's not a bad one. Okay. Should be pretty anonymous. Fold is indeed the correct answer. I don't know how many more we have to do in order to, in order to unlock. I mean, if the other one with the 2 gaps on the bottom was a fold, and having 2 gaps in a row on the top, probably has to be a fold. Pavu, hey, thanks for tuning in, man, and I'm glad you like it. I initially thought this would be like a low effort type of thing, which it, honestly is if you're not checking out like any super interesting post-flop things. But if you like it, I'm happy. That's what I'm trying to say. Best part about PLO stuff is that people have different there's different opinions for people. Yeah, great. Far away from being solved. Did I vote? No, I'm too late. Damn it. Yeah, fold is correct. That's a double suited. Double suited still a fold. Really? And 100% too. Solver's a nit. I don't know. I'd lean towards maybe I folded this double suited in the past, but I wouldn't want to claim it one way or another. Cool. You know what? Probably. Not just the gap, also the cards that are connected are really low. Which is not great at all. We're going to be easily dominated. Yeah. Makes sense. Lost Paradise, welcome back. Okay, do a few more on the button. That's actually not uninteresting. At least potentially. I mean, I think I fold, but I would not be 100% shocked if it turns out to be an no. No, that's not going to be an open. It has to be a fold, right? And if it is, let's see where it becomes a raise. Like the 10-9, 3-3? Jack 10, 3-3? Single suited? Not sure what the Razan. We don't have an option for A. What would 8 be? I never came across A. Might have just been a typo A. Fold. Has to be, right? Are there like any two like an ace king 3-3 obviously is a raise, right? But let's see where the cutoff, so to speak, lies here. So let's go with 10-9. It's gonna be a raise double suited at least, and 9-8 wasn't a raise double suited, right? Right. So that's interesting already. The 10-9 combo with the pair and the double suit. And honestly, I would not have raised at a runtime. It's actually 100% of these combos that do raise, as long as we're double suited here. It's pretty nifty. That's pretty cool. So then let's see if like the Jack 10 single suited becomes a raise. It does. Just because of Jack 10, I guess Jack 9 doesn't do it, yeah. Double suited it does. Jack 8, not double suited either. Cool. So So like a king 10 then probably. King 10 is mixed because the two gaps at the top, I'm certain, because the king queen is then probably not going to be mixed, right? And probably neither is going to be the queen jack. Yeah. So that's actually kind of cool. Chowser! Welcome back, sir. 9877 is going to be an easy. Yeah, that's going to be an easy race. It's going to be an easy race in MP as well, I think. In the cutoff, I think. But let's see. Yeah. And let's check it out for the cutoff as well. Jack 10 suited is the golden grail, the holy grail, the golden grail in PLO. Yeah, that's exactly right. What was it? 9877. Wait. Okay, we need to click something here. And this one, actually? Yeah, I wasn't confident about it either. But that was just for purposes of putting the sand in here. 9877 is... No, thing is root, it's a race. Okay. I was like, what? I raced this all day. Okay. And 9866... Good question. Single suited is a fold, double suited fist pump raise. Well, fist pump-ish. And we are on the button. We are on the button, Lost Paradise. Just for the sake of argument, I was trying to see if the 9877 is a raise in the cutoff as well. But that's last thing, and before we move on with the button and then later on to the small blind, let's check out what Razam asked here, the 9866 for the button, because in the cutoff it is a fold. So again, I'm just going to click something here, not going to put the vote up for this, just put something in there so we can put something, enter something up here. 9866. Seeing as who it is a race. 100%. Let's see how far down it goes. Okay, the 5s don't do it anymore. Cool. So, just for clarification purposes, we're back on the button. We're doing a few more of these. Let's do like 5-ish more, and then we'll see if we can unlock the small blind. And then later on go for pre-flop phasing arrays. This is also going to be an interesting one to check out later on when we're seeing spots where we face a re-raise, if we're supposed to call this, because I don't remember. Everybody raising here, which is correct. No mixing going on at all. I mean, that's just going to be a fold. That's just going to be a fold. That one we can put up. It's actually not entirely uninteresting. We don't have the Jack 10, but we have the Queen 10 9 combo. There's one gap at the top, and then we have, I guess the 9 5 actually can make a straight. But I figured I'll put it up for the board anyway. It's a good point, TMI. I actually wouldn't have come up with that. That's an excellent point. Is it true? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, yeah, good. Fair enough. Fair enough. So the 5 is still a pure dangler. Well done. But should be a clear-cut raise, right? Right. There is actually mixing going on here. Let's see. I think that has to be for the cases where we're not suited to the high cards, right? Yeah. I think we're going to see one where we're suited to the queen that folds. No, and that's the case too. I mean, I'll put it up for the. We'll put it up for the vote. The suits are low, but connectivity is there. Actually, mixed opinions on this one. Interesting. And I know that there, like, even with the gapped single suited rundowns, there is a point where the solver, even on the button, doesn't open them. You guys might just be right, and this is it. Oh, this is rather below it. So everybody's torn. I'm gonna go with what I would have done then. Choose a raise, which turns out to be correct. Okay. 5-4, let's go for 5-3. And that's gonna be a fold. So this is right on the edge. Even double suited, this gets folded a lot with the 5-3. Yeah, I want to say I would fold it too. I'm not going to claim it 100%, but I think I would. And obviously these days I'm thinking in terms of tournament spots. And I think about this. Okay. We have 5-4, how about 4-3? Fold as well, even double suited. Cool. Okay. Okay, that's going to be pretty easy. Okay, I'll put it up. I think we do like a handful more, like 3-4 more, and then I'm gonna start flying through a few of them so we can unlock the small blind. Akuas89, hey, welcome to the channel, mate. I'm also gonna take a screenshot of this. Not certain if you are supposed to call it 3-bet. It's a good one to check out later. And this way I already have spots for the next 30 streams to check out. Unless maybe we get, I don't think we'll get there today, right? Yeah, probably not. It's gonna unlock all of these. The raises have it. Which I think is totally correct. And there's no mixing going on there either. Hand is strong enough. But at runtime at least, and even honestly just now, I wouldn't be certain if I'm supposed to call it 3-bet. It for could be interesting, I guess. Either one works. Of course, if you want to take the time to type out the entire word, that'll work, but you can just use the first letter of the respective action. Yeah, should just be a fold, right? But sometimes we've been surprised, so sometimes I tend to run spots for the vote that might be clear cut, and sometimes, rarely, but sometimes they do turn out not to be. I don't think this one is going to have a surprise in store for us, though. Yep. Double suited, different story. Sure, makes sense. I think double suited is still a race call. I'm fairly certain about it. What was it? The folds have it. Okay. So like 2 more, and then I'll see if I can unlock the small blind. Okay, this one's gonna be you know what? Let's put it up. Remember the spot we had earlier with ace, another Broadway, and 2 low cards. So I think this could be a fold. if I remember correctly, then it definitely is a fold in the cutoff. I'll check that out in a moment. On the button. Honestly, at runtime playing, I would still be tempted here, but just right now, I think fold might be it. So we're torn 50-50 here. I'm gonna go with the fold, which is wrong. So the raises have it. 7 deuce, still a raise. Okay, how about 6 deuce? Still a raise. Still a raise. 4 deuce. 3 deuce. So only 3 deuce would be a fold. The absolute nut low in the side cards. And let's jump over to the cutoff just for one hand. Is that whatever? Doesn't matter. I'm not sure if I would have raised it or not really. What was it? Ace 10 7 3. And that would then be a fold. I mean, some single suited combos raise, but it's very, well, not really. You check here, there's a little tiny bit of mixing going on. Doesn't matter for our purposes at all. It's just a fold. The 7-4, however, would probably be good. Yeah, exactly. So there we have it again. The 8-4 or respectively 7-4 combo is still fine. And once the lowest card dips below the 4 with the 7 or the 8 on board, then it's a fold unless we're on the button, apparently. All right, cool. Okay. Do one more on the button. Actually, after this one. Clicked something here. Although I would have raised this, to be honest. Shit, damn, that would have been an interesting one. Because I do know one last thing about that hand. The Ace 10 7 4. Let's go with the 8-4, which is going to be a raise, obviously, but the 8-3. That then 2 gapped? No, gets raised. Same as through here, and even the 8 deuce, then I would assume. Yeah, okay. Okay. So button being the exception for that 8-4, 7-4 dynamic. Cool. Damn it, now I'm kind of pissed that I just clicked the button here. This would have been... I would have been curious what you guys would have picked. I would have raised this all day long. Which is wrong. Okay. So one more, and then I'll just fly through some of them. Okay. I want to have one that's at least a little bit interesting. This is not going to be interesting either. It's just a raise. This one we basically just had with the 6-3. That's the exact cutoff, right? The 6 deuce would have been a fold. Yep. Can we get another interesting one? Okay, sure. I think this one will qualify. And I actually don't have an opinion on this one. I don't know. I have no idea. So when in doubt, no, I have no idea, and we're talking like cash games where there's rake involved. Gonna go ahead and agree with you guys and fold it. You know what? No. I want to get the double points. Everybody else is going for the fold. Ah, too late. Double points for me, Lost Paradise. Not that it really matters. Well, maybe. Nah, damn it. So you got saved by the bell there. All right. So I'm gonna fly through of them, try to unlock the small blind here. Could be raise, king 8, 7, 6. I can leave them on screen for a moment. This is good. With the ace queen? That's a good question. The ace 10 was a fold, the ace queen is then a raise. Okay. Interesting, we just had that one. Check 5-3 triple is still a raise. Okay. Now you can see how shitty I play buttons. It's a fold. It's a raise. Overthrowing me a bone here with some easier ones. King 10, 8, 3. Not sure. Raise. So basically trying to unlock the small blind now, in case you're wondering what's happening. And we have unlocked the small blind. All right. What? Solver's in it. Needed 5. Don't know if I would have actually raised it in game. Maybe. So, small blind. Which is actually kind of interesting to me. It's something I need to look into in my own game. Obviously, in terms of tournament setting these days. Sorry, Lost Paradise, the vote has started now. I was a bit slow there on the trigger. What do you guys want me to do? We could do a few small blinds, or I could try to fly through them, and then we can unlock the pre-flop phasing arrays situations. Let me know what you guys want to do. Oh, now we actually have a limp option here. Okay, so for the next vote, if you guys do want to go with a few small blind spots, then we're gonna have 3 options from now on. My bad. But I think here we just use the raise button, right? Right. So which one is it? It's then fold. Do we have that option in the bot? Hang on. What is it? It's fold, call, raise. Yeah, we do. We do have that option. Fly through small blind is 1 vote. Any other votes? Small blind is where I'm the spot I'm most insecure about. Small blind and big blind defense. Still the biggest hold on my free bluff game. Okay. So it's 1 vote, but it counts for flying through the small blind. There's no competing views. Then we're gonna do a few, and then I'm gonna fly through them. And we'll pick this up on a later date for tournament-specific spots, i.e. non-rake situations. Fold's the correct answer. Okay, that's pretty easy. Also pretty easy. Got the vote, sorry, I was slow about that. I still know what I would do, but maybe. I'll be surprised, or maybe you guys have different opinions. Cholo, Teco, hey, welcome back. I don't know. I think the double suited is nice. 9-7 is nice. The 3 deuce really doesn't do anything for us. But hey, it could still be a raise. Or maybe it's it's not a call. This is not a hand that needs to see a flop. So it's either raise. It's gotta be either raise or fold here. And the folds have it by a small margin. And that's correct. We can, however, see when it starts to change. Like 4 deuce, fold, 5 deuce. Still, 5 deuce is still a fold. That one is slightly surprising to me. Even the 6 deuce? Are you kidding me? 9-7-6 double suited, blind versus blind. Wow, so it just doesn't like the deuce, huh? How about 8 deuce? Okay, 8 deuce. Wait, no, that's the wrong hand. 8 deuce. 8 deuce is still a fold. It just hates the deuce. Unreal. Welcome back, sir. Okay, so we had 3 deuce. Let's start off. Have the lowest card be a 3. 4-3. Still a fold. 5-3. Now the 6-3 has to be in raise. Holy shit. Wait, no, that's the wrong thingy. Wow. So it just doesn't like the 2 lowest cards, huh? 9-7. 6-4. Then yeah, this cannot be a fold exactly. Okay. Okay. The solver is a tiny bit nittier than I would have figured here. I'm kind of shocked at a 9-8-7 deuce. Not shocked, but at least mildly surprised that a 9-8-7 deuce double suited wouldn't be a raise. Oh, okay. So we'll do like 2 more, and then I'll fly through some of them, unless there's, opposing opinions, unless you guys really want to do more small blind stuff. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to unlock the facing a raise situations. So let's do 2 more. Actually, could be a fun one for a vote. Since we have the call option now as well. Is this hand strong enough to want to see a flop? And is it the hand that otherwise we would raise, if not? Oh, being on one coffee comes back to bite me in the ass. RTS Hurricano, welcome to the channel. So the raises have it unanimously. That's the correct. 1 more. Also not uninteresting. Well, actually probably straightforward, right? Blind versus blind. Alright, I will take a screenshot of it, and later on we're gonna figure out, maybe today, maybe the next stream, what we do if we get raised. Raise fault? Yeah, that's exactly the question. It's one to figure out at a later date, because for that we need to figure out, unlock the preflop raising thing here. We could set it up as a spot in practice, but I honestly forgot how to do it, and it's more convoluted than having this unlocked, where we can just put it in the search function then. You guys actually don't see my mouse? Oh, you do. Okay, never mind. Fistbump jam. I like it. The first one where all of us are wrong. The first surprise. Interesting. I think so. Hang on. Let's think about this. First of all, let's reward call, which nobody has. Okay. So at first glance, I would think it's a good enough hand. We have a suited ace, ace 10. So, we can make ace straight. We can make the wheel or the 6-high straight. We probably hate to get raised with this hand. Like other hands we raised before, we just fold. A lot of them we just fold. The king 9 and 8 we're gonna figure out later if that's gonna be a fold. But some of them we raise, we just go, okay, if we get raised here, we throw this away. With this one, we hate it if we get raised. I think if we have to throw this away, because I think we would have to. It's just gonna play well even against the blind versus blind raising range. I would think. And it has enough potential. We do want to play the hand. We can take a flop. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that explanation, but that would be how I would sort of justify it in my head. Obviously, I chose wrong too. Interesting. Okay. So let's see. We still haven't unlocked this, right? Let me go through a few of them, and then we'll take it from there. Good question. Maybe call? No. Then fold. Okay. 664. I think we can take. No. Okay. Maybe because we can't realize equity often enough because we're out of preparing the small blind. You mean if we raise? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we raise, get re-raised and have to call that we then can't realize our equity often enough. If that's what you mean, then I tend to agree. Surprise GT Olymps. Yeah, me too. Which is, we're gonna look into the spot specifically at a later date. But I want to do it for tournaments specifically because that's going to be the most useful to me since I switch over to tournaments. And where the ranges are going to be a little bit different since the rake is not a factor. So I just want to fly through this now. And I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes. This is one of the weakest spots in my game. So, don't mind me. But we want to unlock the phasing erase thingy here. If the other one was a raise, this is a call then? This is so weird. The king 9 and 8 was a raise. Interestingly enough. This could be a raise. It has to be a raise, right? 10 9 5 4, probably good enough. Is fold, really? So was in it? Fuck me. Raise fold? Just fold, okay. That. Definitely raise that. Fold? 3 fold should be similar to the hand we had. There is not Pilot Ray, not yet. I asked about it. And what's his nose? The guy behind Vision, I forgot the name right now. Matthias? Forgot his Twitch name. Anywho, he said that that's doable. They can implement a no rake environment. Are you often at 100 BB in MTTs? It depends. I'd say, as phrased, no, but often enough. And we're gonna check this out in a different session for less than 100 BB mostly. But yeah, I'd say no, but often enough. Like in some of them, you are for a while. In the deep ones, like at the Party Poker Deep tournaments, you are for a long time. You start with 200 BB there. And in some of the series, you're at 100 BB for a while, especially in the higher stakes buy-in, like the 55 we played yesterday. I think the blinds we started with 160 BB, and it would have taken quite a while for us to have, without playing a hand and just blinding, down to go below 100 BB. So not a lot, but often enough. Okay. You can unlock MP. This could just be a call as well, right? Who knows? Turns out raise was correct. Queen 10 and 4 has to be a raise. Queen 4 3 has to be a raise. And 5 4 4 we just had that. Maybe it's limp. No. 8 5 raise is correct. We should be unlocking MP here presently. 10 and 8 it's gonna be a raise. 4 gonna be a raise. Hey, I'm getting a little better here. Apparently. Queen 10 and 8 offsuit should still be fine, right? It's a call. Oh, yeah, probably because you'd like to see flops, and again, you hate to get raised. You can change the configuration. Yes, you can up here. That's exactly true. This is Pilot Ray setup for Zoom 500. So for one of the lowest rake environments you can have in cash games. And it still makes a difference range-wise. Quite a massive one, especially in the blinds, I think, to a tournament situation where there's no rake at all. I think big blind defense it's quite different ranges to even a low rake environment. And probably blind versus blind raising or calling situations as well. Okay, I figured maybe it's just a fold call here. Okay. But obviously I didn't click the right button. Can we unlock this thing already? Or should be getting close, right? Triple tens? Probably a fold, right? Wait, you call that unit? Right. Come on, unlock. What's taking so long? Why don't we unlock this down here? Quadruple suited? I think we raise fold this, right? Right. I don't know. Call. Probably the same story there. We don't mind seeing a flop, hate to get raised. Okay, what do I complete a what? Complete a streak of 10 raise first circuits to unlock. Oh, I see. So we need to have 10 in all of these. A 10 streak. I don't know if I can do this at I'll give it a shot. Hopefully it's not too boring for you, but I'll see if we can unlock this. Obviously, I can't do this via a quiz, because then the timer wouldn't allow this to be a streak, actually. Is 10-10? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's fold it. Fuck. There goes the streak. Where we cut off? MP, sorry. Has to be a fold. Okay, we just saw that. Just verse. Has to be a fold as well. Has to be a fold. Has to be a raise. 8. Okay, we're getting there. 9. Ah, fuck, with the 3 deuce, double suited dude, I don't know. Okay, God. Okay, so we have 10 here. Whew. Here's it, ace 10, 10, 10. For what position, OMFG? For MP? Or for small blind? Let me know the from small blind, okay. So let's do that. Just gonna click something random here. Ace 10, 10, 10. Just a fold. Okay, so we need to get a 10 streak and a cutoff and not a button. I guess button might trip me up. Cutoff I should hope, fingers crossed, hopefully get done relatively quickly. Jack 10, 9 with the 3. Dude, I don't know. Yeah, fuck. 2, 3, 4, right? I don't know. Okay, 5. Definitely 6. Oof. Could be, man. Fuck. I think it might have been a close-ish one. Too disconnected, I would think. Okay, no brainer. Should be fine. We block aces and kings, and it's a fine one for a raise folding range. Fuck! Damn it! Queen. No! Fuck off! Where's the fucking queens? I just raised those in the tournament all day in the cutoff. Damn it. So this might be harder than I thought. 10-10 is gonna be fold. Has to be fold as well. Come on, throw me a bone here. So give me a few easy ones. Okay, thank you. Should be a fold. Make it 8. Oh fuck! Perfect connectivity. I do this. Fuck! I think this was so close. The low cards probably over clinched it there. Okay, at least 3 easy ones in a row now. Jack 10, 9 has to be a raise. 10, 10, 8 deuce offsuit certainly folds. King Queen 9, 5 still a fold. I want to say definitely a fold. So up to 7. Here we go. Ace King Jack 4 gonna be a raise. King Jack 10 offsuit. Dude, don't disappoint me here. And a fold there. All right, we got this now. Just a button, and then we can unlock the facing a raise thingy. Okay, button we can wide. Let's see if that one works out in the first try. 10, 9, 9 double suited has to be a raise. Ace 4, 5 definitely one. King Queen definitely a raise. 9, 6, 4. I don't know. Probably. Definitely. I don't think so. Fuck. I think so, yeah. No! Damn it! Damn it! Figure the suit, Jack 10 combo. This is actually kind of fun. I enjoy this module, this part of Visions a lot. And you can easily check up on yourself, see how well your streak is going and everything. There's a leaderboard. I think it's really nifty. Okay, 6. 7, right? 8. 2 more. Okay, easy one. Fuck. I think it's a fold. Fuck! Damn it. Oh, man. Do you find it in 150 BBs, the other stack size option that we have Lost Paradise? here in visions right now. It has to be. That's probably close EV-wise. This has to be a fold. 9, one more. Okay, thank you, Solver. All right, we got it. We got it. Ooh, I don't think I embarrassed myself too much, maybe a little. All right, what time is it? How long has this show been going on? 1.5 hours. Let's do a little more. I mean, now we spent all this time unlocking this. I think we're gonna do. I am Lost Paradise. I mean, this is just gonna be. So what? This is just gonna be a fold. Yeah, I'm in the mastermind. I've in the lucky position of getting it for free, which is really kind of the folks over in the mastermind. Otherwise, yeah, I would be in there, but intermittently, like every couple of months or so. Versions over. It depends on what you do. For cash games, certainly visions. I think it's a bit more powerful. Well, yeah, it's more powerful since you have post-flop spots, right? So I like both of them have a lot of value. For cash games, I would personally go with visions. For MTTs, right now, I would have to go with PLO trainers since there's nothing dedicated to MTTs in the vision package right now. Okay, the spot now is we are in the MP position and we face a raise from under the gun, so our range is very tight. I don't even know if we have a calling range here. We probably do, but it's probably really small. So the options going forward are going to be fold, call, raise. It has turns. Hey, Fudgen. Fudgen. Oh god, that's a tough name to pronounce. Sorry about that. It doesn't have rivers, and it's probably never going to have rivers since it's just going to be impossible to simulate for, you know, the amount of spots that Vision offers. I think it has turns. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, turn play. It has turn play. Okay. Good idea for the taking it badly. All right, so the easy ones like this one, I'm just not going to put up for a vote, obviously. Remember, we face an under the gun open now. We're in the MP. Our options are to fold, call, or raise, and we are. Does CC stand for? Where do you find a CC? Where do you see that? Could be like check call, but that probably doesn't make sense. Oh, right here. Cold call. Yeah, cold call. That's it. Cold call. Thank you. I wouldn't have come up with that right now. So if we let the timer time down, does the streak now reset? Let's see. No, it doesn't. So we can actually time down here. It's kind of cool. I didn't know that, and I could have gotten help from you guys earlier. Jacks are just going to be a fold. So this is obviously the tightest position of all. This is going to be the least interesting one that we're going to have here since we're just so very tight. So many hands we need to fold. I think cold calling range consists a lot of kings and like double suited queens, stuff like that. Although I could be totally off there. Yeah, I think kings for sure are going to make it in there. This, it could be a bluff every once in a while. I strongly doubt it. Okay, so far, you know, everything has been totally uninteresting here. Ace, jack, 8, 8. I'm thinking we could put this up for a vote. This one might be the first one that's might be interesting. First one where I have some doubts. Right? Lost Paradise, I could see this as a call. A raise. I mean, you block aces, you unblock kings, which you can, you know, fold. It could be a 3-bet bluff. could just be a straight up fold. Yeah, well, but this is the first one that's kind of interesting, I feel. And judging by the spread of the votes, you guys feel so as well. Let's see. We are gonna go. The majority goes with the call. Call is the correct answer. Hang on, please. All right. So cool. Congrats to Lost Paradise on Real and my own self. I'm gonna raise a hand like this unless it's double suited. Yeah. Let's actually do check this out. Double suited is a raise, exactly. I mean, 3-bet. Yeah. I understand Lost Paradise. I understand. Yeah, and you're right on the money there as well. Is it suited when the ace and the 8 are of the same suit? Well, it's single suited, but it's not double suited. Batch. If that was the question. Oh, now the streak resets. So it does reset if we let the timer go down? Okay, I mean, that's just going to be a raise. Yeah, it does. Okay. Let me time out here just to make sure, because I could swear last time. That's actually an interesting one. Sort of, might be at least. Is it raise for an ace and 8 even? It was... Well, it can only be the good kind of double suited, right? Or so if you have a pair in our hand, the ace and the jack are going to be of different suits. I'm going to put this one up to a vote. I mean, I know what I would do, but maybe I could definitely see myself being wrong here. Kind of doubt it though. Ooh, there are some callers there. Interesting. Enough of them too. A raise. Now a raise would be funky. Certainly unexpected. Nosebleed one. Hey, welcome back. Or welcome to the channel, either way. To have you. I think it's a fold, but maybe there's something surprising going on. So we're torn between fold and calling. I'll click what I would do then, which is fold, which turns out to be correct. And it is sometimes being called. There's a little bit of mixing going on here. But there's so many spots in PLO, just ignoring that and folding it 100% of the time probably makes it easier on yourself. It's going to be fold. As I said, I'm going to leave out all the easier ones. Looks good, but really stack a hand. Is 5-5-6 double suited? Let's see. Or is 7-7-8? Let's check it out. Was it a 7-7-8? Double suited. Okay. Actually raises. These are the hands I need to work on as well. This is where it gets interesting for me as well. The double suited ones. Hang on, sorry. Stretch attack. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that's a definite hole in my game where I don't have enough 3-bets. Garen's luck. Well, hello there. Good to see you. And yeah, this is would actually make a good candidate. What was it? The 7-7-8? And there is, matter of fact, more raising going on than just calling with this hand. Wait, these are double suited ones, yeah. Yeah. Like there's a bit of mixing going on, but also double suited ones get 3-bet more often than not. This is exactly the type of spot. Actually, let me take a screenshot of this. Actually, the type of spot I need to study for my own purposes. There's the 3-bet bluff. Yeah. It's also a good question if we then suppose we not. No, we're not calling a 4-bet, right? Can't. But let's check out the ace 5-5-6 as well. Then move on. Calls with a little bit of raising, but here it's mixed pretty much exactly the other way around. Exactly the other way around. So yeah, it would go with just calling here. And like 5 times, flip a coin, and then maybe raise. But yeah, it's just, again, too much to keep in your head. There's so much to learn, so much to keep in mind. Just calling sounds good. Definitely don't need to do as much mixing as the solver does. I feel. You have to simplify the solver output a little bit for it to be for us to be able to wield what the solver is doing. Just fold. Wait, calls. 654, the perfect rundown. Okay. Okay. Damn, should have put this up. And it's always a call. There's no uncertainty here. And truth be told, I do call this at runtime as well. Not claiming I'm calling it always, but hey, okay. I'm also gonna take a screenshot. Interesting. Cool. Okay, let's see if we can come across a few more good ones. We're gonna call it a night in like 10, or not a night, gonna call it a stream in a, is this ever a bluff here? Let's put this one up. Obviously we never, well, actually I'm gonna shut up and let you guys do what you wanna do. What if it's a call cutoff only on the button? Which one? Now I forgot which one. So I could imagine this being exactly that. Yeah, I feel like button versus cut would be a fold, but versus under the gun range performs well. That's an excellent point, Lost Paradise. Now I got you. Yeah. And that's what Fajin was talking about as well, right? That hand. That's an excellent point. So we have some races here. I'm gonna go with the race as well, which obviously would be as a bluff. If you get called, we're like, okay, whatever. If you get raised, we're like, hey, easy peasy fold. And it just could be a straight, just couldn't make it into the raising range, but I think it might be a candidate. And there are versions, I mean, okay, double suited, then that's, we raise for value. Sorry, I thought Lily was joining us for a study session as well. It is a fold, not part of the 3-bet bluffing range here. Okay. But otherwise looks like an easy fold. With the ace-high suit, I don't think so, no. Single suited with the ace-high suit is just a fold. That's something that took me a while to wrap my head around as well, and I don't know where the cutoff point for this is. Let's see. With the 10 perfectly single suited, where we're single suited. Wait, we don't have the single suited? Oh, we do, yeah. Then this one actually turns into a raise. Let me catch up with the chat. Are we the red seed or the button? Yeah, we're the red seed. So this is a spot where we are MP versus under the gun. Under the gun opens, we're MP. It's like a new feature in Visions, like like the streak feature. You need to have a certain amount of, like a 10 right answer streak in order to unlock the next module. Solver versus button. Yeah, solver versus button. Definitely. And I'll be honest, it wouldn't be a natural re-raise to me either. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a session at this point for now. And have to walk the dog, like take a shower, stuff like that. And I'll be back, I don't know when, maybe an hour or something like that, with the regular evening grind. Weasel is on there. So there's no PLO streamer on right now, but Weasel is on. Let's I like Weasel a lot. Let's rate him. And not just is he likable, but he's rather entertaining. So I'm glad you enjoyed this. Wow, things are falling apart. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, guys. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Weasel is cool for sure. First time I was on his channel, I immediately liked the dude. Right, my friends. We're gonna do more of these, more of the study streams. We're gonna be using visions at times as well, but we're also gonna have to sort of use the PLO trainer. Not that I'm against it, but just for looking into MTT spots. By the way, yes, definitely stream in like an hour, 1.5 maybe. We'll see. Oh, there was a follow earlier, Legends 920. Sorry for missing that. Thank you for the follow. What was I gonna say? Right. Seeing how Run It Once was kind enough to give me access to visions, I do want to feature it on the stream. Want to do some study streams with it. However, you know, they're not as valuable to me since I'm moved over to MTTs. So for that, I would use a different software. My point being, if you want to see specific spots, specific things in future study streams in Vision, join the Discord and post it there. Like, or send me a DM on Discord, or I guess you can send me a DM on Twitch chat, but I don't need to. You don't need to join the Discord. I just don't check Twitch chat all that often. Check it every couple of days, I guess. Right. Yes, exactly, Lost Paradise. I did. They were very, very kind, and they gave me free access. All I needed to do was ask. And so, you know, in turn, I want to do right by them and feature the product. It's a product I stand behind. It's not as if, you know, this is a scam or anything. So this... it's expensive to be buying both of those two. Yeah, certainly yes. But the upside is for the PLO trainer, it's included in the mastermind. So if you buy the mastermind for the training content there, then you automatically get the PLO trainer as well. Yeah, so my point being, and I'm sure you get what I mean, is, you know, Run It Once have been very kind, and I want to do right by them and feature the product a little bit. So long story short, if you have some things you want to check out and have checked out in Visions on the future study streams, send me a DM on Twitter or Discord if you want to join the Discord, or on Twitch, and, you know, we'll do that in the future. Otherwise, we'll probably continue with this streak thingy in the future, which is fine enough, suits my purposes as well. And for MTT spots, we are gonna have to use something else. Lost Paradise about Visions. What part? Sorry, I probably spoke a little bit too quickly. If you have specific things you want to see checked out in a future stream, see them checked out in Visions, then send me a Then send me a DM, like a direct message on Discord or anywhere really. And basically, if you have anything you want to see, you want to check out, if you have any ideas for future study streams for specific spots, maybe hands you came across where we weren't sure what you should do with your hand and or your range, then yeah, let me know about that and we'll check that out in the future. Otherwise, we'll continue using this streak feature whenever we use Visions and use PLO Trainer for MTT specific spots. I'll be back in an hour to check out the other program. Sounds good. I can't guarantee that I'm back in an hour. Maybe it's going to be 90 minutes or something, but it's going to be a regular scheduled program of more PLO MTTs, as is what we do here pretty much every day. Right. Thanks for being here, everybody. I enjoyed it. I really liked that you enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it too. I actually learned a thing or two as well. Took some screenshots for future purposes of things where we weren't sure, or I wasn't sure what we should do against the race. We're going to check those out in the future. Right. Until then, let's head over to Weasel. Gonna have a whale of a time there. He's a good guy. Plays only with 2 cards. Don't hold it against him, though. Take care. See you later, guys.